and drug cartels, leaving at least 80 people dead. This is the largest armed confrontation in Brazil in recent decades, The Guardian reported. According to the publication, about 2,500 law enforcement officers and special forces stormed the Alemão and Penha favelas, neighborhoods near the international airport. These areas are considered strongholds of the Red Command, one of the country's most powerful drug cartels. The operation began at dawn. In response, militants opened fire, set vehicles on fire, and erected barricades. According to local media, for the first time in Brazil's history, drug traffickers used combat FPV drones to drop explosives on police units. The cartels, which control up to 70% of the city's drug market, declared a lockdown, ordering residents not to leave their homes. By noon, the death toll had surpassed 80, including 4 police officers. Several other officers and local residents were injured. Rio State Governor Cláudio Castro stated that the city is effectively in a state of war. He said that during the operation, more than 80 people were detained and over 40 automatic rifles were seized. Meanwhile, representatives of left-wing parties called the actions of the security forces a state massacre, and accused the government of turning poor neighborhoods into real war zones. The United States is deploying more than 4,000 Marines and sailors to waters around Latin American and Caribbean countries to strengthen efforts against drug cartels. U.S. President Donald Trump has secretly signed a directive authorizing direct military operations against Latin American drug cartels designated as foreign terrorist organizations.
Chuva de tiro, hein? Lutadores, ó, lutadores.
Tava com a gente. 81, 82 e 102. 8182.
Chuva de tiro, hein?
U.S. military struck 4 vessels in the Pacific Ocean on Monday, killing 14 alleged narco-terrorists, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth wrote on X. One person survived the attack. Mexican authorities took over responsibility for rescuing the survivor. Hegseth didn't reveal whether that person would stay in their custody or be handed over to the U.S. According to Hegseth, the boats were operated by designated terrorist organizations, DTO, trafficking narcotics in the Eastern Pacific, and they were known to our intelligence apparatus. In his post, Hegseth included the video showing boats in the water being hit by the strikes and suddenly on fire. The defense secretary did not share information about from where the boats originated. Neither did he provide further details about the vessels or the alleged narcotics they were carrying. Monday's attack marked the 11th known incident involving a U.S. attack on drug-carrying boats in recent months, with the most recent one taking place in the Caribbean Sea on Friday. In an earlier attack in October, the U.S. military rescued 2 persons and later repatriated them to Colombia and Ecuador. U.S. President Donald Trump last week his administration will provide information about the strikes to Congress, adding that however, he won't seek a declaration of war. I think we're just going to kill people that are bringing drugs into our country. Okay? We're going to kill them. You know? They're going to be like, dead, he said. Trump also said strikes in Venezuela could come next, amid heightened tensions between the two countries. It should be noted that some in Trump's Republican Party have spoken in favor of the attacks as they have been conducted.